BTMreview.com here with another commentary. Speaking of BTMreview.com, I'm not going to get too into it, but let's just say we're going to be rebranding here very, very shortly. So we will no longer be BTMreview.com. I'm not going to announce the name right now just because we're still working on getting everything secured and everything set up and everything transferred over. But just know we will let you know. But for now, we'll just say
we got fucking sued by the Rise of Leslie Vernon guys.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we're finally making a sequel after all these years, and you guys are sniffing into some of our cheddar. You know, you're stealing some of our press. You know, everybody's
they
all
slapped us with the lawsuit.
Everybody's searching for. We want everybody to search for Behind the Mask 2, and your guys' website's coming up. Did we ever do a review of the Behind the Mask Leslie Vernon? I don't know if we even did one.
I don't think so. I like that movie.
You know what's funny? You do like it?
Yeah.
What's funny is we did get a lot of that at the very beginning. Well, not a lot of it, but
just so everybody knows, we were joking. We're not really getting sued by them.
No, we're not. We should have kept it going though, because it would have made it. It would have been a cooler story. But no, we did get that a little bit in the beginning because we started this 6 years ago. And to be honest with you, I was not familiar with Behind the Mask, the Leslie Vernon. I wasn't familiar with the movie at the time, like 6 years ago. And yeah, we got that from a few folks, and like, oh, I thought you guys were affiliated. Like, no, or we were paying homage. Like, no.
Is that where Lush and River got it from? Or
I have no idea. You'd have to go dig through the dumpsters around Omaha and ask Lush yourself once you find him, because I'm sure he's passed out in one of them. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Like that name, they kind of created it and called me up, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's very cool because we have big things planned for the new rebranding and all the kind of stuff we're gonna do. It's going to be a real big podcast hub, hopefully, you know, because this is what we love to do. We love doing these commentaries. We love doing these podcasts. Who knows, you know, maybe we'll start incorporating some more live streams, but sort of kind of keep it in that territory for a while. But anyway, as far as speaking about a commentary, we'll be doing much more commentaries now and in the future. And we're going to do it's one of my favorite movies. I mean, it's one of my favorites of the genre. I love this movie. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. When I was a kid, I used to watch this movie when I was little. This was one of those movies that, you know how you have those movies like you remember watching when you were like 3.
Yeah. And
it's just one of the earliest movie memories I have. And I never called it Killer Klowns from Outer Space. For the longest time, I thought it was called something else. And that's because I had convinced myself it was called this because I was a little kid. I was like 3 years old, and this is just what I named it because it's what I made me think of. And literally growing up, I thought it was called that until I ran across it on like VHS. Like, holy shit, did they? And I'm like, I literally was like, did they change the name? Was it like Region change? And I looked it up, and it never existed. It was like the Mandela effect.
What did you think it was called?
It was literally the Mandela effect. Space Clowns.
Space Clowns.
Yeah.
That's funny because like when I was a kid, I never like knew Halloween was called Halloween. I just called it Michael Myers. You know what I mean?
And
I never knew it was called Friday the 13th.
Were you convinced it was called Michael Myers?
Like once I got to a certain age, I was like, oh, it's not called Michael Myers. It's called something else.
That's exactly the way I was.
I wasn't convinced like that though.
I had convinced myself this damn movie was called Space Clowns because it was all I knew it from. And I didn't realize it had some kind of cult following or anything. It's just a movie I watched on TV when I was a little kid. And yeah, I had no idea. And then eventually it came back into print in some way. And I saw it. And I literally was like doing all the digging around and research. Like they had to have changed the title at some point. You know, because you know how there's like movies that'll do that sometimes. They'll change their name like out of nowhere. But yeah, so part of me still has trouble not calling it Space Clowns, but you can't blame a little kid for calling a movie about alien clowns Space Clowns. That's a pretty simplified way of putting it. My parents,
I thought it was called Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, you wish. You know, my parents always knew what I was talking about. You know, they should have called it Space Clowns. But we're gonna get it started. Is this a rip or what is this?
I got this from a website. It looks like it's from the DVD.
I swear I own the Blu-ray. Logo. Don't tell on me, everybody. I own the Blu-ray. Arrow's got a new Blu-ray coming out though, which I would like to get because Arrow's stuff is pristine. Anyway, so this particular copy, I checked it. When we push play, it pretty much kicks off with the MGM lion, the old school one, and 1 second, then it fades in and MGM lion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are watching at home, that sounds like it would be the DVD. If not, we're like a second from the MGM lion. We're gonna do the 3 countdown, the 3, 2, 1. I don't really know how to do a space clown voice, so I'm not going to do a countdown in one of their voices. But we're just going to do it. We're going to go 3, 2, 1 and play. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready, Freddy? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, play.
Sweet. I've never seen this movie all the way through.
Are you serious?
Yep. This will be my first time.
You're in for a treat. This movie, there's nothing scary about this movie. It's hilarious.
Yep. Chiodo Bros. They also did the fucking trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh,
and the critters.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they still work. If they still do anything.
I'm not sure.
John Vernon.
Officer Mooney. He's a great character actor. I remember John Mooney was in a very memorable episode of Tales from the Crypt. I remember he ripped out some guy's heart and he says, "Now you ain't got no heart." It's really weird. I've always thought about it. I used to watch that episode when I was a kid too.
They need to, you know how they've been putting out like box sets of, old shows, making them more affordable. They need to do that with that one.
They just need to package the whole damn show together.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not saying a facelift for Blu-ray would do it too much justice, but I don't care. I'd still buy it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I recently got the new Twilight Zone and the Tales from the Dark Side ones they put out. I saw that they did one for Friday the 13th. Too.
Yeah, I saw it. That's just DVD though, right? Or is that Blu-ray?
Yeah, they probably don't even have like the original films to some of this stuff, so
yeah,
it's hard telling if putting it on Blu-ray would even.
And I get it. People that aren't like elitist with me with audio or video quality, I get it. You don't really need certain movies in Blu-ray form, certain TV shows in Blu-ray form. But if anything, the perk is getting all those discs, condensed.
And it's harder to scratch them.
Yeah, the anti-scratch. You don't have to give me 30 discs of what's it called, Crypt Keeper and Tales from the Crypt. Just you can put it on like 2 Blu-rays. It's like cool.
Yeah.
Look at those 80s glasses. That guy looks like Christopher Titus.
I think that was him, actually.
No way, was it?
I think I saw him in the cast when I was looking on IMDb.
For real?
Yeah.
I just always thought it looked like him. Let me see. That's a bummer. But there we go, man. Chiodo.
Oh, they wrote it, too.
Yeah. This is their baby, man.
Sweet. I remember feeling like as a kid, I think I saw some of this and thought like maybe it was like a Goosebumps type of movie. Just because like the clowns kind of have that look to them.
They look creepy, man. They used to creep the living hell out of me when I was a kid. Had I thought about it, a perfect double feature for this movie would have been The Funhouse.
Oh, yeah, I got that on DVD.
I have it on Blu-ray. Just didn't think about it, but yeah. I love The Funhouse, too.
Or she, like, gives the freaking monster hand job, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Toby Hooper. Sometimes I'm so quick to say, oh, man, he was a one-hit wonder, one-trick pony. It's like, with the Texas Chainsaw and all that. But
he kind of was in a big way.
He really was. But then I forget. Like, every time I watch the Poltergeist, I'm like, oh, yeah, he did Poltergeist. And then I'm always reminded, oh, yeah, he did The Funhouse, and I love The Funhouse. Yeah. But that's about where it ends with me.
I like Chainsaw 2.
Yeah, Chainsaw 2 is... I don't think it's not as good as
the first one. Also, there's a big controversy as to whether he really did Poltergeist or not.
Really?
Did you ever hear about that? Yeah, apparently a lot of people say that Steven Spielberg directed it, but just doesn't take credit for it or something.
That's interesting. I know it's a Steven Spielberg production, and I will give him this. It plays like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah, I think a couple of years ago, Zelda Rubinstein came out and said that most of her scenes, at least she was directed by Steven Spielberg.
It plays like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
But his movies like Toolbox Murders and stuff like that, they suck.
Yeah, that remake he did.
Mortuary. That sucked.
Never seen that. I heard it was terrible.
It was horrible. I have it on DVD, or I think I might have sold it. It's bad.
That chick's cute, dude.
She looks like
the 80s hair.
The 80s hair. Yeah. Where it's like, it kind of looks like David Coverdale hair. Like all 80s chicks had David Coverdale white snake hair.
Or the fucking, what's his name?
He's wearing a Cosby sweater, macking on her. Itchy sweater. Why were itchy sweaters in? She kind of looks like the chick from Twister. We got cows. You know, Bill Paxton's chick he left. For the manly looking Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt's cute too, dude. Shut up.
She's not.
Fuck you.
She
was in the 80s.
We should do.
You ever see Trancers?
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
The first movie. She's good.
She wasn't just in the first Trancers either.
Yeah, she's in the second one too, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a slew of those full moon Blu-rays.
Nice. That's funny because whenever like DVD was a format that Full Moon just like completely dropped the ball on. Like you get their old DVDs and it was just a rip from a VHS. So basically, if you want to have them in like widescreen and look at all good, you got to get the Blu-rays.
I've got Trancers. I've got Tourist Trap and Subspecies.
I've never seen Subspecies.
They made too many sequels. I'll give it that.
Yeah. You ever see any of the Moonbeam movies?
Mm-mm.
That was like the kids' version of Full Moon that Charles Band did.
No.
He did a movie Remote.
Did he?
Which was awesome.
Did he do Munchie?
No,
probably not.
So
Munchie just looks like a cheesy looking.
He did that movie Prehistoria. You remember that?
I do remember seeing that, not watching it.
Yeah,
I love this guy. Your heart goes out for this guy just because he's an old hillbilly wearing overalls. I don't know why, and he's so excited. See, he's got the excitement of a child when he sees this circus tent. I love his dog Pooh Bear.
Your circus.
Maybe we can get us some free passes. He really is a country bumpkin if he really thinks a circus set up shop in the middle of the woods. I love it. Y'all starting to bitch take my Pooh Bear.
Position.
I wonder if we can have audio in this one on YouTube. I wonder if we get who owns this one. I wonder if we get tagged.
MGM. I don't know. That's what sucks about putting them on YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is cool. Check them out on iTunes where there's a little bit more audio from the movies. This movie has some funny audio too. We try and keep it exciting for you and try and talk throughout. We don't want to forget that we're doing a commentary and get involved in the movie. Look at that. Look at that. It's so creepy. It's creepy. These clowns are ridiculous because they kind of look like Jim Henson clowns, but they're like not. They're like demonic Jim Henson clowns. I love this. Look at this.
He fucking stole his dog, man.
Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear.
Don't get your ass kicked.
I used to have dreams about getting abducted and waking up inside their circus tent spaceship. This is a great story, man. Like, I wish I would have came up with a simple idea. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, I know it's an 80s movie, but and it's kind of old, but even in itself, it feels like sort of a homage. This just sounds, I mean, I don't think clowns were a big thing to write about, like in the 50s, like in the Ed Wood day, but it still seems like such a Twilight Zone like story, right?
Yeah, if they were going to reboot this, they should have done it when that clown bullshit was going on in the news. Remember that?
Hey, if there's anything I've learned in my life, it's don't grab fucking something that looks metal and looks like it's going to electrocute you. It just looks like it. What was the point of grabbing that? Yeah, you feel for the guy.
I feel for his fucking dog.
Look at this. He's excited to see this fucking thing. He's excited. He was like, you see that jubilant smile on his face when he saw this clown? That clown looked like a tumor. A walking awesome. Tumor with paint.
Oh, I would have smiled at him, dude. When you're down, stare at a clown.
Joe Dierte, you're blocking the camera.
Is he going to tell somebody to fuck an iceberg in this movie?
What?
Like in Savage Streets?
Never seen Savage Streets.
What?
Riverman, he's got the poster. He's got the one sheet framed.
I love that movie.
I've just never watched it. Back in the good old days of the 80s where no one questioned a cop. Slammed you against the wall.
That dude's hair kind of looks like a clown.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. He looks like the Joker, man.
He's got the bozo chic. Did you have bozo where you lived?
Yeah, we had bozo. It was on WGN.
Okay.
Chicago, yeah.
I remember hearing that every state had a different bozo or something.
I don't know about that, but we used to get Chicago WGN in Nebraska, which I know that's kind of local, but it's not. It's like WGN is like all over the place. But yeah, if you get into bucket one, you usually got like something shitty from Tiger Toys. If you can make it all the way to bucket 10, you got a nice, crisp $100 bill. What do you always say? Crisp $100 bill. And I remember there was Cookie. There was a couple of,
and then their parents would probably just take it.
There was a couple of Cookie sidekicks. I think Cookie died a couple of times, dysentery or something. I don't know. Yeah. Did you bring out here to date raper? He just looks like the kind of guy that goes to prison for date raping. You know, he looks like, the prep school guy, nice sweater, but he just looks so rapey. The kind of guy that takes the new freshman football squad out to the field in the middle of the night and hazes them. But it's not the hazing we all knew from classics like Animal House, where it kind of looked fun. It's modern day hazing where they bend them all over and fuck them in the ass. Like these creepy stories you hear in the news. I'm like, this isn't hazing. This is just gay. We're going to haze you. Dude. We're going to bend you all over and shove a broomstick in your ass. And if you guys can take that, then we're going to shove our actual cocks in your ass. Like, wow,
that's fucking kiddie shit. That's like Friday Night at the Anvil.
I don't want to be on your damn football team that bad. I think anybody that succumbs to that and is like, all right, you already needed to see a therapist beforehand. It's like those fraternity things. I mean, really, I don't care about being included. I've never been big into clubs, but I'm trying to compare it to something that I would care about, see if I can relate to it. It's like Metallica, right? I'm a massive Metallica fan. It's like when I was a kid, Metallica needed a new guitar player. Like, hey, we need to fill the slot. We want to add a third guitar player. Do you want the gig?
Oh, dude, and then you audition, and freaking James Hetfield's like, you got to let me fuck you butt, man.
Well, let me get to it.
What you done?
Let me get to it. That's exactly where I'm going, you fucking asshole. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. That's the equivalent. I don't care about football. I don't care about fraternities. But if Metallica would have came to a young me who just worshiped that music and loved guitar and said, yeah, you want to come in? And then I would have went there. I would have bugged my parents for a flight out to San Francisco. And I get there and like, hey, guess what? And I'm like, and I'll bring my gear. And I'm like, hey, guys, don't you want to hear me play? No, that's not necessary. Just put your stuff down. What? Really? Like, no. Drop your pants. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I love you guys, but I don't think I do anymore. I don't want anything that bad. And if one
James is like, I'm gonna fuck your butt, yeah, and Lars like, and I'm gonna watch.
And if one of them has to do it, can it be Kirk Hammett? I've seen his penis; it's very small, and he's Filipino. He's half Filipino.
And then Lars is gonna get pissed and be like, the way you take that cock, it's very. Let me choose my words wisely here. It's very stock. The way you take that cock.
Wisely here.
It's very stock.
Very stock.
And then someone will slam a door.
I think Lars would get jealous because it wasn't his ass anymore getting pounded by James. Let me choose my words wisely here. That's a good documentary. I love it. It's painful.
I'm choosing my words wisely.
I would really seriously consider deleting that.
That was directed by the same guy that did the freaking Paradise Lost documentary.
Yeah. No, it's
and he went on to direct Blair Witch 2,
Book of Shadows. Yeah, and that almost,
which I like.
And they talk about how that movie almost ruined their careers. Because they were documentary Oscar winners, and then they did that, and it almost ruined their careers. Nobody was giving them work, and then they did the Metallica documentary, and that sort of. So exactly, they've mentioned that. I don't want to watch Book of Shadows. It looks horrible.
I like that movie,
It's got the guy from Burn Notice.
Who's that?
The guy from the show Burn Notice. I don't know.
Which guy is he?
The dude that looks like he's squinting, like he's always staring in the sun. Look at that. That is like such a 80s looking cartoon. It looks like the Jetsons movie. Like it's like drawn.
I think that was on the back of the Somewhere in Time album.
Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
That was where the track listing was.
We are in it. This kind of looks like an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said Goosebumps.
Yeah. Same stupid shit. Well, Goosebumps wishes. The show wishes it was Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't know if it was because it was Saturday nights at night opposed to Saturday mornings in the morning. If there was like a level of like darkness that could be there. But Goosebumps is clearly for younger children. I love this, man. You're going to see the clowns stick a straw in the cocoons and suck. The cotton candy cocoons. Who's handling the smoke machine in there? Look at the floor.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the practicality of having a smoky floor? I mean, obviously it's clearly
the clowns are in the basement smoking that shit.
Yeah. She looks a lot like the chick from Twister with blonde hair. But it can't be her. She's too old here.
Oh, Twister.
Yeah.
The movie. I thought you were talking about a band or something called Twister.
No. Why would you assume that's cotton candy? I get it's in the script, but look at that.
Sticky. I thought that was the guy that hangs out with Ronald McDonald.
Grimace.
Yeah.
They look like punching bags.
Yeah.
They look like Clifford the Big Red Dog testicles. I don't know. That clown's creepy, man.
He cool.
The popcorn.
When's fucking Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope gonna show up?
Dude, they're the leaders.
Which reminds me, did you listen to yourself on that new episode?
No, I didn't listen to. I was on the.
It's pretty funny.
I was on Mac and Zach, Zach's other podcast, and
he took the ICP challenge.
I took the ICP challenge where they made me sit through ICP songs as a virgin ICP and give my real time reaction to it. It's I guess it's pretty funny. I'll have to listen to it. I don't know if I want to relive that trauma. Popcorn gun.
That I would have a popcorn gun if I could. Just shoot yourself in the fucking mouth with it.
What kind of gun are we talking about? You weirdo.
Popcorn. Remember that scene in fucking Troll 2 where she's like, she has the corn on the cob and she's like, "Don't you like corn on the cob?" And he goes, actually, I prefer popcorn. Or no, he says it like, actually, I like popcorn. He says it like that, as if he's saying, yeah, I like it, but really he should be saying it like, actually, I like popcorn.
Look how creative this movie is.
I love it.
No, but yeah, Troll 2, if it wasn't for the fact that that movie's so over talked about, I would want to do Troll 2. But it doesn't mean we can't do Troll 2.
I have the Blu-ray.
We could still do Troll 2. I mean,
that was one of those movies I watched as a kid, and it scared the shit out of me because I was so young.
I love when they throw down the trolls from the stairs, and it cuts to a guy with 2 pillow cushions tied around him, front and back.
Have you ever gotten a clown to give you those fucking balloons they blow up? Those little...
Never.
Dude, they're so fucking hard to blow to get them to fucking actually allow air into them. Like, it hurt. I remember as a kid, I got one and I was fucking blowing on it, trying to get it to blow up, and it just hurt my jaw.
We're talking about balloons, right? Not your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure someone's listening like, oh yeah, I tried that too. That fucking shit's... It's impossible. I don't know how they do it.
They're skilled, man. That's why they go to 4 years of clown college, man. Mm-hmm. They got to learn that. If anybody could do it, then we'd all be clowns. But nah, it takes a special kind of person. I love this. It's a good soundtrack. Look at this. It's like Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. Like a clown version.
Mm-hmm.
It's like MIDI. It's like MIDI file.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. Why are they walking like zombies? They're walking like Night of the Living Dead.
Dun, 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 dun. The freaking main theme was...
every... what my family likes to do around holidays when we get together, we play Jenga. And then we'll have like a little tournament because there's a lot of us. And then we'll whittle down the tournament down to the final person and final 2 people. And in the final round, that's what we do. We all put our cell phones together, and then we all play around the table, around the Jenga stack. We'll put our phones, line them up, and then we'll all play the circus theme music at the same time to kind of break your concentration. And it's just in a loop. It never ends. Uh-huh. It like goes for like an hour. And then the best part is when obviously nobody's really going to do them at the same time. So they'll all be like a second or a half second out of sync. It's really funny. Look at this guy. I like this.
Look at his pimp walk, dude.
It's pretty good. I like.
He's gonna slap a hoe.
I like how this movie just jumps right into it. It really doesn't make you wait, you know?
Yeah.
Like we're already got action. What would you, if you really saw that in real life? Would you really think that was a statue? Because it kind of does, but it looks creepy too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like, why don't your eyes move? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They sound like Yoshi, dude.
They did. Yeah.
Yoshi, yeah.
Oh, dude, someone just joined the call.
What?
Oh, dude, it's Riverman. We finally got Riverman with us for one.
Is he on?
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think of that actor, Riverman?
Well, the gay guy's pretty attractive.
Oh, you're fucking with me.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were serious for a second.
Oh, no, River's here, dude.
Oh, okay, I bet. What?
He'll probably chime in every once in a while.
He's got a fucking Lloyd Christmas haircut.
Yeah. You keep your mouth shut if you knew what was good for you, buddy.
Tic-tac, sir.
We should do that movie.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And the second one.
No, thank you. Sacrilege. I never want to watch that movie again. I'm surprised it never hit the streaming services.
Yeah.
It never did. I would like to do Ace Ventura's.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun double feature. I haven't seen those long enough to where I really want to watch them too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It might be like a Home Alone situation where you might, at the end of the day, like the first one marginally better, but in reality, they're both still pretty neck and neck good movies. But like Home Alone 2, even if you might like the first one marginally better, Home Alone 2 has the single funniest scene out of all of them. And this is the way I feel about Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura, the scene where the rhino gives birth to him, it's hands down the funniest scene out of both the movie. I die.
Did you ever watch that movie I told you about where they outdid that scene?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Brothers Grimsby or whatever that came out recently.
Oh, no. Is it funny? I mean, nobody saw it and it just got trashed.
I thought it was okay.
You thought it was okay, but that scene, there's a scene in there that's funny.
Yeah, they outdid that scene totally, dude.
They outdid. Okay, is it? But it's funny though. It's not just gross.
Oh, it's gross as fuck.
Is it streaming anywhere? I might watch it if it's streaming.
I don't think it is.
It better, as long as it's better than Bruno. Bruno's
good, man. No, I love that movie.
I don't. That's horrible. I saw Bruno in the theaters, and it was the most awkward experience of my life. Because that was his follow up to Borat, and everybody loved Borat. That was hilarious. I saw Borat opening night with a packed theater, and everybody was dry heaving with laughter. It was amazing because it was like the funniest experience because everybody was going nuts. And then we all people go see Bruno. Naturally, nobody's laughing. It's awkward.
Fuck them.
No, it literally was like crickets. And then what made it even worse is like, because it's really disgusting, right? A lot of like homosexual stuff going on, but it's not funny. And then I watched
I think it's funny.
Two parents come in, two adults with a whole line of kids, little kids. And then I'm like looking at my friend like, oh god. And it didn't look
that would have made it even funnier.
Yeah, it was
to
funny
me.
because it didn't even look like it was all their kids, right? Like they were babysitting or something because they were all different. But anyway, so when they sat down, we were just like, okay, let's see how long this lasts. And then, I don't remember what scene it was, but there was one particular scene with him and another dude. And yep, they got up and left. It's like, okay, this is too much.
Dude, where they have that focus group and he shows them the tape and it just cuts to his dick flipping around.
Probably. That might have been.
And then his dick stands up and the head of it talks. It goes, Bruno!
Maybe.
That was awesome.
It could have been any point in that movie where they decided that was it. Look at, man, they already got him in those little purple pears.
That cotton candy looks good. I want it. Who gives a shit there's a dead body?
I like how this guy's just watching. Like, leave. Why is he just watching him tear up his store after he cocoons some people?
I'd stay just see what it look like. She's fucking cute, man.
I know, man. This is like 30 years ago.
She makes my nipples erect as fuck. My nipples look like the fucking cover of Danzig 2 right now.
I thought you were going to do the kid from Halloween. Pump the cum from her stomach.
I could have. I should have.
That guy looks like he should be going.
He kind of looks like Tom Matthews.
I was going to say he looks like he should be going to a casting audition for Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
She's cute. She looks kind of sleazy. I love
she's
this
gonna
music.
fuck
Look at
the clowns.
How is he hiding in the pizza box? And was that even necessary? I'm pretty sure they just could have zapped her as soon as she opened the door. Like, why'd they have to like trick her and troll her into the pizza?
Because it's fun.
Look at the obese.
Oh, look at that dude.
Clown.
That's my favorite so far.
Look at him. He's doing the same thing. Just blast her.
He's like the fat Cenobite.
Yeah, Butterball.
Yeah.
He's a walking testicle with makeup. That's gross. I like this is the kind of movie that it just screams like Saturday night double feature at the drive-in. You know?
Right, yeah.
Can't believe you've never seen this to the end. How far did you get?
You know what? I might have seen the whole thing as just in bits and pieces throughout the years.
You don't remember the end, the climax, and the...
No.
Okay.
Fuck her right in the pussy!
Yeah!
Okay.
My boy Fred, dude. He knows what to do.
White people fought in my
Grab him
face.
by the pussy.
People fought in my face.
Matters.
All I wish to be is the black funnel noodles. And if you're blonde hair, you be the chicken cream fart on my brown funnel noodles. And if you're a guy with red hair, you be like a barbecue spicy buffalo cream on my black brown noodles.
The funnel. I want to be the funnel. That guy right there, he's got red hair. What do you think the green hair guy would have to be?
These look like elderly clowns. Like they look like they'd be old
If
aliens.
you got green hair, you be the green eggs and ham on my black funnel noodles. And if you're bald headed, I don't know what the fuck you be. Stay the fuck away from me, bald man.
Man, you know what? You know what's sad is like if they made killer clowns from outer space today, these clowns would not look like this. And I think they still look cool. Like if you're gonna make a movie that's already shticky like this, you might as well go all out with these like weird Muppet costumes. They're great. That looks like a painted backdrop. This is like on a lot. Kind of looks like it.
Like a matte painting or whatever.
Yeah.
You ever see how they do that shit?
No.
They like paint it on glass and just hold it in front of the camera. And they leave the spots where the actors are standing blank so that you can just see through it.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, I'd have to check it out. What do you think? I'm actually interested in the new It movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to do that right, if it's actually going to be scary.
Yeah, I remember seeing people were like pissed off. People were like freaking out by the clown picture. It's like, what?
It looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. He's got a big forehead, which is creepy.
I mean, the thing is it's not like if you saw Tim Curry's clown today, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? It doesn't.
Yeah, that's what's so funny.
Yeah, it's just because it's so iconic and you're used to Tim Curry's face. And he was just generally creepy, but no, the clown's fine. And it's a movie that you give a pass to on the remake thing because the original was a TV miniseries. It wasn't really a theatrical movie. This could use the facelift of being a movie in movie format. Not to mention it's so different from the book. You know, there's a lot to explore.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't pull any punches, but they probably will.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah, it'll pander. The sad clown. I love this. He's gonna box him.
For him.
He's gonna box him. Cute as hell. Like, put him up, punk. This is great. Why are these guys picking on this little fucking midget clown?
For all they know, it's a little kid, dude.
This is great. Knock my block off.
His fucking head right off.
Look, his ears are moving like they got muscles in them. Big Top Burger.
Big Top Pee-wee.
Shitty movie.
I still never seen it.
They should have called it Pee-wee's Shitty Sequel. That's what they should have called. I would have had more respect for him being up front. The title. Look at this. This is creepy, man. Speaking of clowns, man, you saw the movie Clown too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool to have like a clown marathon. I liked Clown.
I did too.
I thought it was genuinely creepy. That movie seems like an anthology installment.
Yeah, I saw that like a year or two ago.
Yeah, I didn't see it till last year, but it really plays out like an installment. It plays out like a Masters of Horror or like a Twilight, but something that's extended to be like an hour and a half. I mean, it just kind of has that format to it, but it's so good. And I like how they don't pull any punches. Like, I mean, like they don't puss out. You know, like remember, like he's actually killing the kids and eating the kids in the playroom, Chuck E. Cheese. It's brutal, man. This is creepy, man. You don't see that big fucking hammer behind his back? That she didn't see the clown? She didn't see the clown waving his finger right in front of her. She says,
she didn't care, man.
She didn't care. She's like,
leave that clown alone.
Oh, my dog just farted, dude. It stinks. Oh, holy diarrhea, dude.
No, dude, that was Aaron, I think. Was that you, dude?
no. God, your timing on that was amazing.
That was perfect. That was fucking perfect. I just opened up the Riverband soundboard again and clicked on one, and it just happened to be that.
Normally, I'd tell you to edit that out, but I guess I can't now. There's too much perfection with your. I can't. That would be an insult to your audio snippet skills. You're becoming a regular Fred Norris. Thank you. We need to get some Joker sound bites in there. Smilex.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop. That would have been funny too. After somebody passed gas and you just hear whoop, whoop.
I always like that fucking thing in the original Batman, the Tim Burton one, after he falls and he's laying on the ground, that fucking laughing sound that's playing. That he has on him. I used to laugh my ass off at that because I always thought as a kid that he was actually just laughing.
Yeah, I never knew as a
he
kid.
Fell down.
Yeah, same thing. I thought he was doing that too, but it wasn't too long before I put it together. It was the little thing in his pocket.
He likes the cotton candy, man.
No. This is so stupid. It reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where Bart ditched the field trip at the box factory. And then they called Homer in and his red hat came through on top of a box coming out of the conveyor belt. He's like, my boy's a box. My boy's a box. And he's shaking his fist at God. Like, get turned into a box. It's like you find your girlfriend's fucking glasses in the, I don't know. Same thing. You guys at home would have to be watching the movie with us to get it. And if you guys are really getting the full effect, you would be, because this is a commentary. Hopefully you're watching it with us.
Yeah, I remember you said your guy, the guy you work with, just listened to the Nightmare on Elm Street and heard that diarrhea story. And I was like, oh, you didn't watch the movie? No.
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
The diarrhea thing. There's no reason to relive the diarrhea thing. I told it once. It's a moment in time. I'm over it. You know, it's like poetry. You know, I exercise some demons out of me when I tell stories. You know, it's like therapy. And then once I get it out, I'm finally free. I'm healed. The shackles are off. I'm relieved. You know, so. Now that's your front door. The cliche cop that doesn't believe. That doesn't believe the people calling. Sure. Kids are on dope. You know who else could have played this role?
Who?
Another typecast cop, John Saxon.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were going to say Pauly Shore, and I was going to be like, yeah.
And Pauly Shore looks like one of the clowns, dude. But, like, he should have been he should have been a cameo as one of the clowns. He should have been the boxing
Yeah,
one.
he should have. Holy shit, that clown's still in there?
Yeah.
And that guy's still just standing there watching?
Yeah, I don't know what he's taking his time. He's like just getting all the stuff. Like Bugs Bunny, was that vitamins? Bugs Bunny Viagra? What is that? Accent your inner beauty. Your outer beauty.
Looks like Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Anthony Michael Hall. I know I've told this before, but assuming a lot of you guys are new listeners, you remember, I know I've told you about this when we did one of our original interviews with Leanne Curtis back in the day.
Yeah.
And she told that.
She's awesome, dude.
Yeah, she's a cool chick. But I'm assuming you listened to that, but do you remember when she told that story about Anthony Michael Hall?
Mm-hmm.
She took his cherry. She took his virginity, and she said we got the exclusive that he has a tiny cock.
Mm.
Let's get that trending. No, I don't care. He's going to prison, man. I don't want to embarrass him.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's awaiting trial for assaulting like his neighbor, and I guess he could face.
Shit.
I don't know.
His neighbor probably listened to that episode and knew he had a small dick and was probably mocking
like, "Hey, I
him.
hear you got a small pecker." But no,
like,
I guess the assault was severe enough. I think he's looking at like 5 years, 5 to 8.
Damn.
But I don't know too much on the story. All I know
Dude.
is he's got a small Peter.
Oh, that clown's face was awesome.
What are those wood toilet seats? Look at that wooden toilet seat.
Take it off, baby.
This looks like a
Gazangas.
This looks like a scene. This scene's like it should be a scene from Basket Case or something. I want the basket to come out. Ooh.
We need to do that movie. I love that movie.
I've never seen the sequels.
The second one's on streaming right now.
Yeah, on Amazon. I saw that. I love the
first one's the best.
I love the first one. No, I'd love to do it. Yeah, put it in there, man. Put it in the box and we'll do it. I love that movie.
Hell yeah. Popcorn.
Look at his fingers are worse than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fingers. How would you like to get fucked with that big fat clown finger? Look at that.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's a fat ass cock.
Okay. But like, they're just weird, man.
I bet if you stroke his fingers, they come.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim.
I hope.
Big Top Burger. Man, whatever happened to the shower scene, man? Movies don't do the shower scene anymore.
Move that camera down.
See, this is like Basket Case. Look, he should be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that guy demeaning himself by wearing that dumbass hat. What's going on here? Speaking of fast food restaurants wearing dumbass hats, it makes me want to watch Fast Times, Captain Hook, Fish and Chips. That's a classic movie, man. I'd love to do Fast Times. I would actually like to do a string. I would like to have a series where we do a lot of those 80s sex rom-coms.
That movie got serious, though.
It did. That was kind of the benchmark. But yeah, like we should do some of those old sex comedies, like, you know, Porky's or, I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. There's tons of them. But like.
And whatever happened to that chick?
What?
She was in that, and she was also in Gremlins 2.
Oh, Phoebe Cates?
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
She retired. She's also in Drop Dead Fred.
Damn.
No panties. No, she retired from acting. She married Kevin Kline, and she legit retired to just raise kids. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was great in that movie. And I love Fast Times, man. All the characters are great. I always thought Rat, you know, the guy that plays Rat, he looked like Scott Ian with hair. If you shaved his head, he looks like a little wiener teenager version of Scott Ian from Anthrax. Looks just like him. And if I ever meet Scott Ian, and I've never been able to, actually, I've had opportunities to book interviews with Scott Ian. I just got so overwhelmed, I just didn't care to do it. But I've always wanted to ask him, like, hey, has anybody ever told you look just like fucking Rat from that damn movie? I wonder if he's ever been told that, because like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh, I love this, man. This is a class. This scene used to scare me.
He's a fucking pro.
Dude,
how you gonna boo that?
This scene used to scare me. Look at those old people fucking entertained by that shit.
Pretty.
Watch.
I like how his lips are wet.
That clown looks like John Tesh. You actually know him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just laughed to be courteous.
No, I gotcha. He's a weirdo.
Who is it?
He used to be a host on, I think it was like Entertainment Tonight or something like that, but he's pretty well known for being like I think he's like a Christian musician, but he's really well known for being a weird conspiracy guy, like big into aliens and stuff. His reputation has far exceeded him being a host. But he looks just like him.
See, I did know who he was, but I work for the government, so I pretended I didn't.
Look at the pixels on that fucking animated dinosaur.
That was great. How you gonna naysay that?
Look at that. It's ridiculous. We should also do the first Toxic Avenger.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, too. When that kid's head gets run over.
That's great.
It's weird. It's like literally it's like somebody just ran over a jack-o'-lantern that was stuffed with like hot dogs and stuff and SpaghettiOs. They look ridiculous.
I just think Pamela Springsteen's really good in this movie.
Why the fuck does he think Pamela Springsteen's in all these movies, dude?
I don't know.
Why you always gotta fucking come in and say Pamela Spring? Like, you're crazy, man. He does kind of look like Anthony Michael Hall, though.
The guy in the car?
No, him. Vernon.
No, he doesn't.
I know. I mean, like, if you take your glasses off, or if you don't wear glasses, you put glasses on and kind of squint.
It's taking them way too long to figure out how to kill these things. Hurry up. Like, they keep seeing these damn clowns, but it's like a sweet tooth, twisted metal.
Yeah, it does. That's what this should have turned into, too.
Twisted metal.
Fucking Axel with his arms.
Well,
tires
and he's
shit.
outlaw. He's got the cop car.
Mm-hmm.
Twisted Metal could work as a movie.
And you know who they could cast to play Axel?
Let me guess. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Rose.
Dwayne Johnson.
Axel fucking Rose. Dude.
No, man, Terry Crews.
No, imagine Axel Rose. He'd be like, yeah, be amazing.
These guys look like a couple of twinks. Huh?
Hopefully.
You're like, when the movie's about to get good then.
Mm-hmm. They just pull their cocks out and start slapping each other with them.
Harold and Kumar. Or we did that and just slapping him with it.
Do they? I've only seen the first one.
Is it is it the first one or is it the second one? No, it is the first one where they think they're gonna have the three-way and they tell him to undress and then he slaps him with his cock.
Shit. I must have been in the bathroom on that part.
Kumar puts his hands up and he goes, woo, and he slaps him with it. He's like, what the fuck?
Nice. Big boobs. They got the tit.
Look at them. They're just like rubbing each other's nipples. Oh, I thought he was eating jerky. I thought he was eating a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Slim Jims are fucking cool, dude. I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't going nowhere. We should I was rocking the Macho Man album the other day.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love his hip hop album, man. If anybody out there, check out Macho Man's Be a Man album. It's so great. He's on the front cover holding the fucking
that
chain.
Fucking album made me stop cutting.
It saved my life. It's so funny when he tries to rhyme and he literally sounds like a 60-year-old guy that's out of touch that thinks he's being hip with some of the stuff he says. And he's got his cliche. You can tell, props to him, you can tell he wrote his own rhymes. But at the same time, I'm like, how come none of these guys that were clearly acting as his posse for that record, why didn't any of them just submit rhymes for him? Because they're so bad.
Yeah, dude, he even had the diss track for
He
Hulk
had the
Hogan.
diss, the title track, Be a Man. That was the diss track. He had his club song.
It was a charity event, but the Hulk didn't show.
He has his club song where he's talking about, grinding and getting with the ladies, his slow jam club track. And he's got his fallen homie song, My Perfect Friend from Mr. Perfect at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Pour your drink on the floor. Yeah, the whole thing.
I like to have nights where I double team that album and the Hulksters album. Remember that fucking song? Yeah, the world just lost another Hulkamaniac.
The Macho Man, though, the difference...
That was his fallen homie song.
The difference, though, is that the Macho Man album isn't totally bad.
Good. It's decent.
It is. It's decent. I mean, it really is. I mean, some of the songs eventually kind of start sounding the same. He's pretty one-dimensional, but it's not bad. It's good. There's a handful of tracks that are fun to listen to. You get a laugh. Some of the beats are kind of cool, even though they're kind of stock and just kind of basic. And he
needed Dr. Dre.
He needed Dr. Dre to submit the beats. Yeah, he's right. But the Hulk, man, Hulk can't sing. That is fucking horrible. I know he tries to rock that bass guitar.
The world just lost another Hulkamaniac. That's fucking amazing. I don't see how you can't listen to that.
You ever heard the Freddie rap song?
No, I want to.
Go on YouTube.
You mentioned that before.
A music video, and he's like rapping. It's Robert Englund.
He did a fucking rap with the Fresh Prince once. Remember that song?
Oh, Nightmare on My Street. But he wasn't
actually on it. Yeah.
I wonder if Freddie did a rap with the Fat Boys. Because they did a soundtrack song for...
yeah.
Was it Freddie 4?
5, I think.
5? Because Dream Warriors was obviously Dawkins. No, I think it was 4.
Okay, yeah. 4. Because 5 had another rap song on it that he was in the video for.
Dude, he's a total champ, man. He actually, look at him. His balls swing low. He actually put that clown in prison. Look at that. That's like a Beetlejuice thing.
Yeah. You got knocked the fuck out. They think the clown thinks that one dude's one of them because he's got the bozo.
The young, skinny Quentin Tarantino looking dude. Back when Quentin Tarantino was skinny and looked a little less weird looking. He wasn't a guy that needed to gain weight because the older he gets and the fatter he gets, he just looks even.
He's a dude that just looks like a fucking old man. Like, you look at he looks like he was always doomed to just look like an old fucking man.
He just looks
you know
weird.
What I mean?
It's weird.
He's got that face. Like an old guy you'd see on the street somewhere.
Yeah, you see those people that are young and you just know what they're going to look like when they're 80. Sometimes you see them, yeah. Uh-oh. Footprints.
Good guy PJ sneakers.
Yeah.
They look like the little paddles. Remember that little paddle you can get with the ball attached to it on the string?
Mom, Chucky says Aunt Maggie was a bitch and got what she deserved. That's a great line.
I always want to see Aunt Maggie and his mom get, les out.
Yeah, I don't think it was going to happen. Or you want the homeless guy to join in, like a 3-way?
Oh, yeah. Steal this. It could be like a pizza delivery guy scene. They're lesing out and he brings the pizza.
Gross.
They're like, what's on it? And he opens a box that's got a hole in it and his cock is sticking out. I thought about this before.
You got a lot.
You got a lot.
That was Corey G.
Honey, that ain't all you got. What'd you say? What'd you just fucking call me?
That's like a Corey G coming on to Ashley Gold is what it sounded like.
That wasn't my Corey G impression. Here's my Corey G impression.
Damn close.
I don't hate the mullet, but I hate when you put the mullet in a ponytail. What the fuck are you pulling it away from?
See, wasn't that fucking good?
Yeah.
I'm fucking the master.
He had some funny lines, man. I'm not going to take away credit there. I think that's the same prop. I think it's the same.
That almost looked like Toxie.
That's a penis, dude. It's got a horse penis.
Fuck yeah. Grab that and suck on it.
Dude, that's fucked up. Why was his head down there? Oh. Yeah, that was fucked up. I'm moving on past it.
I actually, I want that cotton candy, man.
I love this, man. It's creepy. Oh, it was a fucking doll puppet. Can you imagine being the actor, having to play this part?
That'd be awesome.
Huh.
Dave.
Oh,
It'd
it's
be
great.
funny if it had shit all over his hand.
This is great. He's gonna find out how to kill the damn thing too. It's about as obvious as like the Putty Patrol and the Power Rangers when Lord Zed got introduced. Hit him in the Z.
They're like the best freaking villains ever.
Yeah.
Oh, my nose. Fuck. Now he's got it back.
I mean, that's a pretty serious weakness, but to their credit, that's a pretty hard target to hit, you know? But they shouldn't,
Yeah.
you know, they move too slow, man. If they moved fast enough, you'd like never be able to hit that nose. Hit the nose. Give him an Oscar.
Yeah.
Give him an Oscar. He's showing some vein. Look at that. He's selling the scene. These are some kind of clowns from outer space.
He's got the bulging vein, man. How's the Academy gonna disregard this scene?
That was Corey G too, man. I'm starting to think the line's blurring between you two. Like you go into Corey G sometimes. Like what? Wearing your lucha mask. You gonna wear a lucha mask?
You know what? It's probably because I realize I'm talking loud, so I kind of get it down to a whisper.
That's pretty much all you gotta do to do the Corey G.
Yeah, that's probably what he was all about. He was probably just recording while his wife was in the same room sleeping or something, and he didn't want to wake her up.
He just wanted to be
Yeah,
Steven Seagal.
We should get him on sometime.
Nobody knows what happened to him, man. He fell off the face of the planet.
He disappeared.
He's hanging out with Steven Seagal somewhere on some private island where they're both in obscurity. It's probably, you know, Steven Seagal and Lorenzo Lamas probably came to his doorstep and offered him something he couldn't refuse, to run away with him, like leave his family, leave everything, just drop off the face of the earth with no notice, and you can come live with us.
And he's like, "Can I bring my Jason David Frank autograph with me?"
My Jason David Frank autograph. I still never lived that down, man. That embarrassed the hell out of me. I've talked about this too before, but since you brought it up, I was interviewing Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger, like years ago, and fucking guy in the middle of my interview cuts in and asks him for an autograph. Embarrassing. Talk about unprofessional.
You're just talking about one thing, and then
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Jason, give me an autograph
For me and my son. It's just ridiculous.
Can you sign it to my best friend Corey G?"
It's so stupid. Could you take a picture wearing a lucha mask? Send it. You know? And then, you know, to his credit.
But do you know Kimberly? I always wanted to fuck her in the ass behind a pawn shop dumpster wearing my lucha mask.
It was so intruding, and then it made me feel bad. But then he like said, "Oh yeah, I'll send stuff for all you guys." I was like, "Great," but you could tell it just felt like he was on a. You listen back on that footage; it's not on the edited interview, but like he's such a nice guy. But I can tell, you know, it's just like he's not going to say no when he's being recorded. You know, that's why I thought
that was a long shower.
Yeah, it was. Look at that. That was a long shower. That right was.
That's like the amount of time I take a shower.
But can you imagine though? Like, that's what makes the thing what he did shitty, is because you're putting somebody on the spot. You know?
Uh-huh,
So dumb.
yeah.
Dude, that looks like a large intestine with a clown face.
Oh, she got the freaking shower head like that. You know what she was doing in that shower.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Oh,
look at that thing, man. That looks like something out of the Muppet Show.
Fuck yeah.
She's really dry. She's got makeup on, too.
Mm-hmm.
When did she get... I don't know. Maybe I missed a lapse in time there. Look at his DSLs, man.
Yeah, what was he saying?
I don't know what he said.
Get out. She kind of looks like what's her name from the White Snake video.
Tawny Katane? No, she doesn't.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Have you ever seen Have you ever seen her in that movie Witchboard?
That's what it sounds like for those of you who can't hear it at home. Try it. Get her. Get her.
He turned her into a ball.
I'm going to keep annoying you with that.
Sweet tooth.
What's that installment in the Master of Horror series where it's about the ice cream truck driver?
We all scream for ice cream. Is that what it's called?
Is that what it's called? I thought
Something
maybe
like
that was
that.
it. That one I didn't like very much.
Who directed that one? I don't even remember.
It could have been Tobe Hooper. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
It just wasn't that good.
The second season was like a just drop off from the first.
I can't remember which ones were on the second season.
Probably all the ones you think weren't that good.
No, I don't know. I just know you're probably right. The best ones are on the first season. Like I love Family with George Wendt. Oh, I love that one. That was so good.
That one might have been second season, actually.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
It could have been. Let me double check. That one was
because I think that was that was the second one John Landis did.
Directing one. Yeah, John Landis. He did the one about the deer row, the deer woman, whatever it is. And it's funny is I didn't like that one. The first one he did,
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. But Family with George Wendt, that's incredible. That's one of the best ones.
I just want to suck your cock. So good.
The fuck are you talking about?
Remember that where he keeps thinking they're saying shit
Oh,
to
yeah,
him?
yeah, at the table. And he's like, what? Excuse me, what? He's like...
But I think at the end they actually were fucking saying it to him, though.
That one's got the guy who played Lloyd in the Dumb and Dumber prequel. I think that's him.
Yep.
I think it's him.
Here's a fucking question. What was better, the Dumb and Dumber prequel or the Dumb and Dumber sequel?
I never sat through front to back the Dumb and Dumber prequel.
You didn't.
No. Why? What the fuck would I?
Remember Bob Saget? You ever
Yeah,
get
the
to him
shit,
in that
where
movie?
shit everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my story.
That movie had Shia LaBeouf.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I think so, didn't it?
I have no idea. I told you I'd never sat through the damn thing.
Yeah, it had Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I'm going through the episodes of Masters of Horror, and I'll go over the ones that are like particularly good. To be honest with you, the first two episodes aren't some of the best ones. There was Incident on and off Mountain Road with Don Coscarelli. I can never say his name. H.P. Lovecraft's Dream in the Witch House, Stuart Gordon. That one's just kind of okay too. Dance of the Dead, that's Tobe Hooper. That one's just kind of okay too. That's not that good. Jennifer is a highlight. Dario Argento with Steven Weber.
Yeah, I like both of his.
That one's really good. Chocolate. Let me see if I remember.
Seen that one. Chocolate.
That one's not super memorable. Homecoming with Joe Dante. That one's interesting. The corpses and the soldiers of soldiers killed in Iraq. But I don't think it's one of the best ones. Yeah, John Landis, he did Deer Woman. And that one's just kind of okay too. Cigarette Burns with John Carpenter, I love.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. And what's funny is that's a better John Carpenter movie than his last fucking 3 real John Carpenter features.
No.
But it's not bad, though. And it's got Norman Reedus before The Walking Dead.
Norman Reedus.
And Udo Kier's in it.
Udo Kier.
Love his music, man. Sick Girl. I can't really quite remember Sick Girl.
Is that the Lucky McKee
Oh,
one?
yeah, I do. That one's okay. You know, one of my favorite ones, I don't know if you ever saw it. It's Pick Me Up. Did you see that one?
Don't think so.
It was directed by Larry Cohen. Yeah.
You remember the one Right to Die where the chick gets in a car accident or something and comes back?
Yeah.
Remember that chick's fucking tits, dude, in that scene where they're in the fucking hot tub?
Not
They were
really.
like, bam! They were like, bam!
Pick Me Up is a really, really cool story. It's a really unique story, though. Really unique idea. Basically, it's about two different serial killers. Basically, there's a serial killer that's a hitchhiker, and people pick him up and he murders people. Anyway, there's another serial killer that picks people up and kills people. Get it? On the other side, and he finds out somebody's killing people on his turf. And so basically it's, he picks them up and it's two serial killers trying to kill each other. It's a really interesting concept, but it's really, really good. And, I think it's got the chick from, The Craft in it.
Oh,
and the Water Boy, you know, that chick.
Mm-hmm.
It's got her in it. And of course, Imprint, Takashi Miike, which is a highlight as well because it's just disturbing.
Oh, yeah, the one that they fucking wouldn't show on Showtime.
Yeah,
it was like
it would.
controversy.
And did you ever see it?
Yeah, I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying the story's super memorable or anything, but man, it fucks with your head. It's disgusting. I could see why they didn't air it even on cable. Because, you know, he loves his dead fetuses. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Aborting.
Norman Reedus is a dead fetus.
Okay.
That's what I was, for some reason, whatever you said Norman Reedus earlier, I was going to go, dead fetus.
My buddy, back when WoW was all popular, World of Warcraft, I never really got into it, but he got super addicted to it. And I remember his, he had a character that he leveled out and spent a bunch of time on it. And he had gotten reported and his whole profile got deleted because his name was offensive.
Oh, God. What was it? Something about a dead fetus?
It was Feed Us, Fetus. Feed
That's
us,
awesome.
fetus.
That's awesome.
Feed us, fetus. And he got reported so many times. And he like woke up one day and all his shit was gone. Like, you don't. Geez.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Remember that episode of South Park where they had the nurse that had a dead fetus on her head?
Yeah.
And that song was like, you got the strength, you got the courage, even a dead fetus on your head. Carry on, you fight for tomorrow. That was awesome.
You're right, man. Family is episode 2 of season 2, and that's a highlight. I love that one. What other pro-life is interesting? The pro-life, did you see that one, the John Carpenter one?
Yeah, I think so.
Pro-life's pretty good, too. I think that's a standout. And, of course, it's got Pelts. That's a good one with Meatloaf.
Yeah, that's the other one that Dario Argento did.
Yeah, that one's good. And it's got the lesbian stripper. There's a sex scene in that, too.
Nice.
Right to Die. That's the one that you were mentioning.
Damn titties, though. Yeah, I brought that up because I didn't finish the episode. I was just like awe-inspired by the titties.
Well, I hate it because I don't recall too many of these episodes. I don't remember them because, well, they never released season 2 on Blu-ray. I have the first season on Blu-ray.
There was also a season 3 where they changed the name of the show, wasn't there? Fear Itself, and it switched to cable TV, like basic cable TV.
Yeah, I'm reading about it right now. It says series creator Mick Garris stated that Showtime opted not to show the 3rd season and that film studio Lionsgate had begun funding the series. The Hollywood Reporter reported on September 25th, 2017 that Mick Garris and Lionsgate signed a 13-episode deal with NBC. Instead of a third season of the show, a new show, Fear Itself, was created with the same premise of Masters of Horror, and it premiered on NBC in 2008 summertime. Dude, to go from Showtime to NBC is such a downgrade.
Yeah, I remember hearing that it wasn't too good of a season.
No, lame. The opening theme was Serge Tankian. Lie, lie, lie. What the hell? Let me see. Let me see if anybody of note directed. Yeah, it's kind of the same type of deal. It really is. Different directors. I wouldn't say the pedigree is quite as good, but John Landis is in there one more time. Stuart Gordon, Ronnie Yu, the guy who did Bride of Chucky, man,
and Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
You think whenever someone's like, "Hey, what's your name?" Ronnie Yu. Oh, my name's Sean. I asked your name. Ronnie Yu. Sean, yours, please. I think it's one of those like, "Dude, where's my car?" The who's on first thing.
The who's on first bit, yeah. Who? Yeah. Look at this guy. Looks like he looks like one of those really obese women that has an ass on their vagina. Look at, because it's like his belly's like way down by his knees, man.
That dude's cool.
Why is he noggin in it? Why is he sniffing it?
I just want to see him lick it up and down, and then you see the dead fetus inside it.
I'd love to have that. What if you had that prop, that costume in your bedroom with that clown? That fat clown just staring at you. Yeah, like he's sucking the blood out of a crazy straw. You ever heard of crazy straw? This motherfucking straw is sane.
It goes straight to the mouth.
I don't think it would work out so well, but I'd love to do it. I mean, what if we did commentaries of Mitch Hedberg live albums? I don't think it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because it's
would just be us listening to it.
Yeah, you just have to. We'd just be laughing real time, and it would ruin it because we'd just be finishing his punchlines before he says them. That's weird. He's drunk. He's crunk on it. Look at him waddling away. Look at him. Looks like he shit his diaper. Look at that.
That was the second midget that's controlling his legs.
It really does look like a couple of stacked midgets. Well, this guy, the stupid cop, he already realized that I can kill him by shooting him in the nose. Why is he even why are they freaking out? Like, dude, I'll just shoot him in the nose.
Because he's a horrible shot.
He slapped this bulletproof vest on me and gave me a gun. What if he shot you in the face?
That was a risk we were willing to take. For God's sakes, just give me the damn number!
Fine. You're going to be pushy? Forget it. She couldn't tell he was on fire. She couldn't tell that he was on fire. She couldn't feel the heat or see the light.
You hear it as soon as he throws it. It's like, whoosh, and there's this little bright light. He's a great
balloons.
Actor.
Those look like balloons to you.
They look like big bouncy balls that you get at Walmart.
Man, that reminds me. So, like, those big. Okay, so they weren't. When I was a kid, I just thought it was a big old bouncy ball. But now I realize that it was probably just like a Swiss, like a Swiss ball, like you do abs on. Those big bouncy balls you sit on, do aerobics and abs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they used to have this big old bouncy ball that was like that in this kid's house that we used to go over and play. And we'd go over to his house just because he had a PlayStation, and he had a PlayStation in like 95. It was like when nobody had them.
Nice.
And he had like MK Trilogy and all these games. We'd go over there and play his games. And I remember like him and some of his other friends, they got out this big ball and they were rolling around the backyard. Everybody's trying to dogpile it and get it. And they were playing this game called Suck the Boob. And there was the little knot on the end of it, looked like a nipple. It's where you fill it with air. You take it out and put the pump. And they were all trying to see who could get on this big bouncy ball and suck on the nipple. And they were all like taking turns doing it. I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is disgusting and sad. Yeah, it's just
Sounds
gross.
like fun times to me.
But those were the good old days too. Like I remember that same kid. I remember he's all like, "Hey, you guys want to see something?" My dad has he had like porno trading cards.
Nice.
And if we like go in the basement, he would show us all his cards. Like, ooh, back in those days, we were like all, it wasn't gay to sit there and circle around with your guys and look through, photos like that. I wasn't going to say anything worse than that. It wasn't gay when you circle around each other and start jerking off.
I've fucking done that with friends before as a kid.
Shut up.
That used to be the only time you could actually find a porn is like whenever you're with friends and somehow it seems like you just somehow always come across this shit when you're with a bunch of people.
Okay.
As a kid. And then it's like, fuck yeah, we got a porn. I want to jack off to it. I do too. Let's go.
Tell me you're fucking with me.
Okay. No, we just put blankets over and we just jack off. Watch it.
Tell me you're fucking with me.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all, dude.
Tell me you're fucking with me.
No, you never done that?
Absolutely not.
I guess you said you didn't discover jacking off until way later.
And even when I did, I didn't discover it with doing it with other guys. What the hell's the matter with you? Was the guy that jerked his dog off there too?
Oh, it was his house.
Oh my God, man. Why do our podcasts always go in this direction? Why do I always like unearth these things about you? You jerked off with other people.
Yeah.
Under blankets.
Same room.
Let me guess. You guys
Not over the same blanket.
You were under the same blanket, weren't you?
No.
For a second there, you're like, oh wait, that's not my cock. Oops. No, still, even if you guys were like, I don't know, man. That's like if Riverman was 6 feet away from me under his blanket, and then I saw him jerking off under a blanket, and I'm jerking off under a blanket.
Well, yeah, I never do it now, but as a kid, it seemed.
How old are you?
9.
That's
8.
too old. 9? You were jerking off at 9?
Yeah. That's probably about when I discovered it.
Gross.
And you know how I discovered it? I discovered it by people at school being like, you jerk off. And I was like, no, I don't. What's that mean? Oh, it's where you do that. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'll try it.
That's great. I'll try it with my friend, he says. We'll do it together. That fat clown, his lips look like a weird looking labia.
The guy with the big one. Like if you like rub that spot in between his, like in the middle of his lips, he'll come at some point.
Yeah, I bet. Let's get back to this disgusting fact that you're jerking off with somebody else. That's so fucking weird, man.
Hey, man,
my shit. My embarrassing stories are a different kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, you have like less shame than I do, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you literally have no shame. Well, I mean, it's just like that's just the kind of thing I would never tell.
I said like, less. I said less. I meant more.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I'm an idiot. There's Connie, whatever her name is.
Tawny Katane. I love their expressions, man. They're great. There it is. That's the clown with the blue waffle lips. Sick. I love it, man. This is crazy. What a great climax. They're God. Look at him.
Is Bebop and Rocksteady going to show up?
This is weird, man. Giant puppet clown, man.
That's awesome.
I'd be out of there, man.
I'd want to see if his dickhead is purple.
Sure it is, man.
Hopefully.
Oh.
I will crush the sweet tooth
Did you ever? This is kind of random. Did you ever watch that movie, Ticked Off Trannies with Knives?
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Did you? What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was goofy.
I
It was
thought
one
it
of
was
those ones.
I thought it was funnier. I thought it was actually funny. I don't know why I randomly thought of that movie.
That was one of those movies that came out when like Hobo with a Shotgun came out and stuff.
I don't think it was anything like that movie though. It wasn't really.
It was that resurgence of like exploitation type of movies. Dave.
Have it just run away. This kills me though, because like, look, he's blasting it with bullets. I mean, it's not going to make sense to see the end here, but I don't know. I question the logic.
Has he ever shot anybody else in the nose since he found out that that's how you kill him?
Did he?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah, I guess not. But he's still. Look at that.
He's a horrible shot.
I know that clown's kind of fucking huge. Way to waste all your ammo. Look at that old doll. He's holding a G.I. Joe.
Awesome. Spinny.
Oh, yeah, it's like the crazy dance. Oh.
Yeah. Pretty. Isn't that the fucking thing that's spinning at the beginning of the first Bill and Ted movie? During the opening credits? It was a tie-in. In time, we'll be dancing in the streets.
What a dick.
I want that Wild Stallions album, dude.
Check it out. Check it out. Look, the bullets didn't hurt him. The bullets wouldn't pierce his nose. But this will.
He fucking stabbed it, dude. It was like a balloon. You got that sharp spot on the bottom. I'd want to keep him as a pet.
What?
They should have done, since they worked on both movies, they should have done, since they're both fucking aliens, they should have done a Killer Clowns versus Critters.
Yeah, we talked about doing Critters sometime.
Critters is awesome, dude.
That'd be fun. I haven't seen Critters in forever. Any of them.
It's good times.
Why does he live? He shouldn't live. That whole thing exploded. Of course, he's got like comical smoke and soot on his face. Like Ernest. I saw, I got blowed up. Ernest's ass should have been fried and fucking dismembered all over the place. They're more wrecked than he is.
Oh, dude, look at those pops they got. I want one.
They look like their freezer burnt. And there's so much frost over them. It's a popsicle, not an ice cream, you dumbass.
Maybe it's got ice cream in the middle.
I doubt it. Look at those guys, man. Yeah, give that guy an Oscar.
It's snowing. It's pretty.
I don't get it, man. Is that supposed to like tease you for a sequel, or is that just like delayed debris from the explosion falling?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't get it.
I remember they were talking about making a sequel a couple years ago.
Oh no, and I think it's back on.
Oh, is it?
I think I read an article just very, very recently that they want to make a trilogy.
Cool.
Which I think a lot of years has lapsed for them to all of a sudden continue to offer a trilogy now. Like, isn't that be weird?
That almost works in their favor. Like, oh, all of a sudden this movie's back. Remember that?
It just would be weird. It's like, hey, we're going to make a sequel to this movie 30 years later, and then we're going to do we're gonna wrap up the trilogy like 2 years later with another one. It's just weird.
No, they'll wait another 20 years to do the third one.
Another 30 years. That'd be weird. Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's silly. It goes by in a jiffy, man. I think it just blows by. It's classic. No explanation. Literally, there's no explanation, man. There's just a space circus in the middle of the woods,
and you could come up with your own explanation.
Yeah, they just start going out of the city, and we just see a bunch of scenes of clowns taking people in. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
This movie needed more Sylvester
Stallone.
Stallone.
Is jamming. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's got sounds like Ernest Scared Stupid mixed with a circus theme.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Bet there's nothing in that tree for me.
Don't make me climb.
Wrong movie. These aren't my 3 climbing shoes.
Dun, dun, dun.
We used to annoy our mom with that. We'd, cause I recorded it on my Talkboy off of the movie, off the credits, and I had it on tape, and I'd like walk around the house playing that on my Talkboy fucking song.
That should be the theme song for the show, dude.
These aren't my 3 climbing shoes.
Monkeys have been up there. Put that down.
That's funny, man. We probably could rip it off. That's funny. I don't think anybody would claim it. These are my 3 climbing shoes. Do you like the intro to there's a scared, because I know the prison Ernest Goes to Jail has a cool intro. And then, but doesn't like Scared Stupid also have a similar type of intro?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Which one do you like better?
They're both awesome.
Don.
This ain't no Swank Hotel. This isn't my world.
Trans World Entertainment, man. They were PC before it was cool to be PC.
They were trans?
Trans World. Well, that's a good movie. I am curious about if there's going to be a sequel or not. But I'm curious how a sequel would be these days. I hope if they do move forward this Killer Klowns from Outer Space trilogy, they keep it low budget and keep the clowns. Those clowns would look good today. If I was watching a movie called Killer Klowns from Outer Space, I'd kind of know what I was getting myself into, so I would be totally okay with these cheesy looking, creepy Muppet clowns.
Yeah, they definitely have to cast Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope too.
That's a good way to keep me out of the I won't see it. I won't buy it. I'm like, no. There's like 2 fucking ICP movies on Netflix that I still won't watch. I won't watch them in a Western. I won't watch them in a Killer Klowns from Outer Space movie. What's the Western called?
Big Money Hustlers.
God.
Or no, Big Money Rustlers.
Oh, so
Hustlers is the first movie.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Like I said, this one might take a little while for us to get on the new website, but of course we'll let you know when that's ready to go, and you will be able to find it there. But in the meantime, it will be on YouTube, and it will be on iTunes, and it will be everywhere else that it normally is. Leave us feedback seriously, like the videos on YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us feedback. I like the feedback, and iTunes too. The feedback really helps on our iTunes ratings to help get us out there. You know, we live in a world now where every celebrity has a podcast, and it gets harder and harder and harder for us OGs to cut through all the shit that's out there, you know? It really is, because now we were doing these podcasts before when they were dead. It was like a dead format podcast. People even mocked them. And now like every celebrity has a podcast, and I don't know. It's just everything's becoming tainted. Every celebrity has a podcast, and if you listen to those podcasts, they all do the same commercials, the same adverts. It's just,
you got to get some Harry's razors, man. They'll give you a good shave.
Yeah, it's that shit. You hear someone, they all pitch TrueCar. They all pitch Ashley Madison to cheat on your wife or whatever. they all pitch DDP yoga, for God's sakes. Okay. I'm just saying, it's like, I get it, man. You listen to so many of those and they all pitch the same damn shit. What's that, Blue Apron? They all pitch Blue Apron. But it gets a little old, man. I'm sick of it. I would like to always keep this podcast. My dream is I don't care how much money I had coming in from whatever, I would always want to keep our podcasts ad free. I would want to sell out. You know, when you sell out, man, you got to be PC and you got to please everybody. You know, none of those guys, let's just keep being us. I don't want to worry about offending anybody. You know, I think when you have people buying dime on your shows, then that's just one extra person that you can't make a pot shot at. You know,
I just want to offend everybody every time I do one.
Equally. No, I understand. Well, like I said, leave feedback. It helps a lot. Help us get on top and get in the mix and compete with some of those big guys. Like I said, man, when you've been doing podcasts for 6, 7, 8 years, and you work at it and you build an audience, and then all of a sudden Ice-T comes out of nowhere, and on his first episode, he's got advertisements, he's got a built-in audience. It's hard to keep up with, man. It really is. So, but, keep it true, stay loyal and leave that feedback, and hopefully it's positive. You can leave shitty feedback. I'm not telling you what you got to do. Be honest. I don't care. If you guys were offended by Zach jerking off under a blanket with another boy, fuck.
Same guy that I watched jerk off a dog.
Then if you guys aren't offended by that, then you guys are loyal supporters. Leave us good feedback. If you're going to leave a shitty feedback over that, at least just so I know where it's coming from, say, yes, that part was disgusting. so we know for the future.
I think you're over dramatized. I think people are going to be like, yeah, I did that too, man. I did that.
I will challenge you to that. Anybody out there, if Zach is right, and you guys are all closet dog jerk offers, serial group blanket whackers with your friends, feel free to prove me wrong. Put it in the YouTubes. Let us know your story in the iTunes. I want to be proved wrong on this. I'm assuming I'm going to draw out some creepers if you guys do come out of the woodworks with that. But I hope you prove me. I hope I'm proven wrong. But I think not. I wish River was here because he could be the deciding vote. Like, I don't know, River.
He is here. He's here, dude.
Hey, what was he? River, what do you think about that? What is Zach jerking off with another guy under his blanket mean to you?
They eat the poo-poo.
Eat the poo-poo? That makes no sense. Anyway, we're dragging this out. We'll see you guys next time. We got some more commentaries planned and going to keep it pretty varied, but let us know, and adios next time. Bye.